In this video I will show you how you can easily find Kraken or Sea Serpent, 2 sea beasts in the game Sailor Peace on Roblox. Subscribe, like, hype if you want to get this, more Roblox guides and enter giveaways. Watch till the end to understand this guide well. I'll tell you everything about sea beasts in Sailor Peace because these are some of the strongest enemies you can fight in Sea 2, and if you are trying to get top tier rewards like weapons, accessories or rerolls, you will need to farm them sooner or later, but be ready because these fights are not easy at all. Sea beasts are massive creatures inspired by One Piece, and they have insane health pools that go over 1 billion, which makes every fight a long and intense battle where your build and survival skills really matter, and sometimes you can even have 2 different sea beasts active at the same time, but each one will stay in its own part of the sea. You can only find them in the second sea, and they spawn either in the open sea or the deep sea, but to make them appear you need to move at least 200 to 600 studs away from any island, so the easiest way to do that is teleport to Punch Island, and then head straight into the ocean using air jumps and dash until you are far enough. There is no fixed spawn timer for these bosses, which means they can show up randomly, so sometimes you might see one after 15 minutes, and other times you could be waiting for hours depending on the server, and also they always spawn at least 140 studs away from each other so they do not overlap. Before you even try to find them, you need to make sure you have at least 500,000 bounty, because without that they will not spawn, and you can increase your bounty by defeating other players who have PvP enabled, and the higher their level the more bounty you get from beating them. Right now there are only 2 sea beasts in the game, which are the Kraken and the Sea Serpent, and both of them have their own location stats and attack patterns. The Kraken spawns in the deep sea, which is further away from islands, and it has around 1,250,000,000,000 HP, and it attacks using giant tentacles and creates explosive zones on the water before using strong area attacks that can deal massive damage, so you need to stay mobile and avoid getting hit. Subscribe to this channel if you want to join the giveaway. Check the links in the video description, and write what you would like to get from this game. When you defeat the Kraken you always get Bloodline Stone and Clan Reroll as guaranteed rewards, and you also have a chance to get items like Blossom Outfit, Kraken Armor, Dragon Goddess Sword and the Dragon Queen title. The Sea Serpent spawns in the open sea, and it is more common than the Kraken but still very strong with around 625 billion HP, and it uses fast charge attacks along with long-range area moves that can hit hard if you are not careful. Its drop pool is very similar because it also guarantees Bloodline Stone and Clan Reroll, and can drop Blossom Outfit, Kraken Armor, Dragon Goddess Sword and Dragon Queen title as well. I'll tell you, if you want to farm these efficiently you should focus on staying in the correct sea zone and keep checking for spawns, because over time these bosses are one of the best ways to get strong items, and future updates are expected to add even more sea beasts, so this system will become even more important.